This video's top comment spot goes to the only comment that I have received recently, and that is Knittin' Kitten complimenting my pronunciation of the last comment of the week's username. Abdira, if you're watching, you challenged me that day, and I rose to that challenge. Thank you for that comment, Knittin' Kitten. If I were to ask what the strongest weapon is in One Piece, and 1,000 One Piece fans answered, the most commonly used answer would more than likely be the sword, specifically the katana. It is a long-running joke in the community that a katana is just stronger than any weapon ever because it just is. Although, the in-story explanation to this does make that statement check out. However, to every great power, it is human nature to find the greatest weakness. So I ask, what is a katana once turned into a pile of dust? Today's video is on the Rust fruit user Shu and another marine present in that fight, the Berry fruit user Very Good. What happened to these two marines, and why were they just written out of the story instead of being used to further the main character's development? To answer this, we could look at Daddy Masterson, a character designed by Eiichiro Oda, originally intended to be in the manga, but ended up being an anime-only character. Oda oftentimes was forced to cut out ideas he wants to add to the story for the sake of making enough story progression by the deadline for his next chapter. In fact, I believe recalling him saying that more than half of his decided upon ideas have to be cut out for this reason. Many mangaka have used this contrast for this character development style. A power similar to a recognized character's power mashed against each other in an almost identical duel. Only for the recognized character to come out on top, leaving the readers to believe the only way this must be possible was through grit and merit adding to the character's resolve. Oda, however, had no time for this. Buggy didn't need a victory over a similar type to prove his worth, and Zoro didn't need yet another sword-based hurdle to leap. This man's storytelling was so rapid, vibrant, and interesting that in order to keep up with the awe and wonder, he had to skip paltry character development techniques and continue on with what he does best. I am still not sure what that might be specifically, but I would have to guess it is focusing on the world you're exploring and not seeing a long-term project as a daunting task. Just stick to the idea you had that seemed great in the first place. Stick to the plan. Oftentimes people will look at the length of a certain goal and immediately be broken in the endeavor merely because it may take 20 or 30 years to accomplish. Now, I am not about to tell you to decide on a long-term goal for an assignment, as I know if you were going to, you would have by now. However, the assignment is that I would like you to comment what the first long-term goal you would even consider would be. Just whatever the first idea you have that comes to mind, just throw it there in the comments. Don't worry, no strings attached.